Hey, what's up, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna, and in today's story time, I'm telling you about one of the most fucked up hackers I've ever ran into, okay? I've ran into a lot of hackers, but a few months back, this guy really fucked me up for a bit, okay? So, a few months back, I'm hanging out with some friends online, just playing some CSGO, and I get into this game, okay? And I'm against the other team, obviously, and we're playing competitive, and I don't really talk shit much, but when someone provokes me, I get really toxic, and of course, this fucking kid on the enemy team, with his stupid name, I don't even want to say his name, because you guys might go look him up, but he had this really, like, ironic name, and this stupid meme is his photo. It's like, hey, Luna, your YouTube videos fucking suck. And usually I just laugh at shit like this, and I did at first. I laughed, and I replied, and I'm like, yeah, man, his videos are trash. And he's like, yeah, you're Luna, your videos are trash. And I was trying to, like, play a joke. He's just like, no, like, seriously, like, you fucking suck. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Just not letting him win, okay? So I decided to take the higher approach, and I blocked communications with this guy on Steam, so that way when he types in the chat, I won't see it. So I blocked communications, and he's typing away, and my friends keep telling me that he's talking mad shit, but I don't see it. I'm just playing CS, trying to get the win. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of fucking him up on CSGO. Like, I was going pretty hard. And every time our team would win a round, he would just talk so much shit in the chat. And I could see that because my friends would reply to him, but I didn't see his, like, provoking. So anyway, like, 5 more rounds go by, and all of a sudden my friend goes, yo, Luna, like, you might want to talk to this kid. And I was like, why? What's he doing? He's like, dude, he's dropping your address and shit in the chat. And I'm like, wait, what? How the fuck does he have my address? Like, what? So I unblocked communications with him, and sure enough, he's just putting all my personal information in the CSGO chat. And his entire team of friends is laughing because he's just putting all my info in and using it against me. And then he goes, Luna, man, you might want to add me on Steam so this doesn't get out there. Like, add me, let's talk. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I add him. I'm like, all right, man, what's up? And he's just like, yeah, dude, so, I want $1,000. And I started laughing. Like, I literally said, haha. Like, I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm not going to do that. He's like, okay, I'm just going to post this everywhere then, and then swat you, and then order a bunch of pizza to your house, and then maybe I'll order a bunch of sex toys to your house, maybe I'll steal your identity and buy a bunch of shit with your name on it. And I'm like, dude, just stop being a fucking dick. Like, I didn't do anything to you. I'm not talking shit to you. Can you just leave me alone? Like, please? And he's just like, nah, I don't want to. I want $1,000 first, then I'll leave you alone. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Fuck this dude. So that's when I'm just like, all right, you know what? He's going to do shit anyway. Fuck this guy. I'm going to have some fun with it. So I reply to him, and I'm like, yo, dude, so, like, do you ever get bored of, like, only finding attention that you didn't get from your parents online by harassing random YouTubers and streamers? And he's just like, yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, at least my parents aren't dead, blah, blah, blah. Like, just trying to piss me off. And my parents are very much alive, okay? So this guy was making no sense. And I was like, homie, I get it. Like, the only attention your ass got was from the back of a belt from your father. Like, chill out. I know you had a bad childhood. That's why you're doing this. Like, relax. Like, I was trying to cut him deep because, like, he's going to try and come at my life and fuck with my family and shit. I'm going to go at him. And he's just like, I don't fucking get beat, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're going to fucking get beat when I swat you and blah, blah, blah. And just all this shit. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. And I block him on Steam because I don't want to deal with it. Sure enough, like 30 minutes later, I get a knock on my door. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I answer the door, and it's the same cop that comes, like, every time. He's like, what's up, Austin? I'm like, hey, man, how you doing? He's like, yeah, we got another call at the station about you. We just wanted to come down and make sure you're okay. Because the police know me. Like, they do know me. Like, this has happened more than a couple times. So they definitely know my name. They know what I do, that I'm a streamer and a YouTuber, and that people try and play pranks on me. So they never really come, like, full force anymore because they usually know it's almost always a prank. So he sees me, sees that I'm okay, sees that it was a prank. I say hi to him, talk to him for a little bit. He asked me how my brother was doing because he knew my brother from school. And he's like, all right, man, like, have a good day. He turns around, walks away. I go back downstairs, and I just continued my night playing CSGO with my friends online. And yeah, I got 1 pizza sent to my house that night afterwards, but it was no big deal. I ended up just not paying for it and told the guy it was a prank. He understood. And that was pretty much my night, right? So the next day comes along. I think it's over. I think that's the rest of it. Like, nothing else is going to happen. Of course, I get something else at my door, and it's another pizza. I'm like, oh, fuck. Didn't pay for that one because I just didn't want to pay for a bunch of pizza I didn't order. And I thought that was the end of it, okay? But then later that day, I get a call on the phone from some random number in the West Coast. And I answer the phone, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're just like, hey, is this Austin? I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, hello, like, I'm so-and-so from Las Vegas, rentals, just calling to confirm your order. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you ordered a Mustang. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah. And I was like, no, I didn't. She was telling me that someone called with a credit card opened in my name and rented a fucking Mustang for the weekend, like in Las Vegas, a car, rented it in my name. And I'm like, look, someone's pulling a prank on me. They're stealing my identity or some shit. Like, don't ever rent anything to this name again. Like, seriously, I did not order a fucking car. Don't give it to anyone. If someone comes to pick it up, don't. Like, if they do get their name, like their actual name, and give it to me and I'll call the police, like, I think they're not gonna, 'cause it's just a prank and they probably live on the other side of the country. But just don't fucking take any more calls from anyone pretending to be me, okay? And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll cancel this right away. I was like, thank you so much. So I hang up with her, and then I call my bank to make sure this guy didn't fucking find a way into my bank account and steal all my money. And luckily he didn't. He didn't find a way to get in my bank. And they said there were no new cards opened up in my name either, like no new credit cards or anything. So that was good. So I don't know what card he used, but I guess it had my name, or I guess he used my name for the order. But I thought that was the end of it. And then later that night, I go to lay down, and I'm like, fuck, it's been an eventful day, but you know what? I'm glad I got it situated. Everything's done now. I get a knock on my door, and answer the door, and it's just some random girl. And I know this by now. Like, I know how it goes. I could tell the minute I opened the door. I was like, what's up? And she's like, hey, are you Austin? And I was like, yeah, but I'm guessing the person you talked to on the phone wasn't me because I didn't make any calls tonight. Like, probably guessing Backpage, right? Backpage.com. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah, I know what's going on here. So I'm guessing you're like a, like an entertainer or like a dancer. I didn't order anything. I didn't order any services. Like, ignore that call. I'm so sorry for wasting your time. It really wasn't me that made that call. And she was pissed. And sure enough, she turned around and just got back in her car. And as she was driving, of course, she throws me the fucking finger, acting like I made a call and pranked her or something. But it wasn't my fault. So at this point, I had been swatted, attempted identity theft to rent a car, and a stripper was sent to my home. At least I think it was a stripper. It was some girl from Backpage, so I'm guessing that's what it was. And that had happened before, so I knew it. And at this point, I'm like, all right, you know what? This guy can just throw anything else my way. I'm prepared for anything at this point. Like, fuck this dude. So I lay down in bed, and I'm just expecting the worst at this point. I'm expecting at any given moment someone to knock on my door, and I open the door, and it's just the police again, or like another stripper, or this time a fucking giant buff male stripper. I don't fucking know. Like, maybe he'd start having fun with it. But luckily, I went through that night. Nothing happened. The next night, nothing happened. The night after that, nothing. And then the night after that, I was like, okay, finally, it's over with. Sure enough, knock on my door. And I'm like, oh my fucking, like, it's flowers. Like, literally a bouquet of flowers. And my friends who were with me start freaking out because I had friends over at the time. I'm like, okay, like, who's this from? I thought it was from a girl. I honestly thought, like, at first, a girl sent me flowers. And I was like, wow, this is some, like, role reversal stuff. You know what I mean? Usually it's the guy sending the girl flowers. So I take the little note off the side of these roses, and it goes, I had such a fun night last night, Austin. Like, you were truly the most careful, gentle man I've ever met. Can't wait for date number 2. Love, John. And the minute I read that, I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, this guy is too fucking good at what he does. Like, this troll, he really got roses sent to me because he knew people would be at my house, whether it was like my parents or my friends or somebody, and they would see that and be like, oh, Austin, like, who are you getting these for? Like, what girl sent you these? And they'd read the note and be like, what the fuck? He went on a date with someone named John? Like, Austin, are you not telling us something? Like, he was really trying to get at me and, like, just troll the fuck out of me and get people to think that I was, like, in the closet or something. So after reading this, I just, like, look up at my friends and I'm like, look, I could try and explain this right now, but I know you guys are just gonna fucking just troll me and just go along with it no matter how much proof I give you that this is a troll. So just go at it. And my friends start cracking jokes like, Austin, man, it's fucking 2018. Like, come on, you can come out. Like, you can tell us. And they're just trying to troll me. And this is exactly what the hacker wanted. Like, he wanted to send some troll roses and make me look gay, which, not that there's any problem with being gay. I'm just not. And he wanted me to, like, look like that so that my friends could be like, Austin, come on, man, just tell us. Like, it's not wrong. And, like, he just wanted me to be like, what the fuck? Like, just confused. So I ended up just kind of laughing at the troll the guy did on me because, honestly, that's a pretty good troll. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't really harm me. It's a good prank. It's not as fucked up as identity theft or trying to swat me or ordering pizza to my house. Like, it's definitely a funny troll. And I kind of just took the jokes that my friends threw my way, and they're like, come on, Austin, just come out of the closet, man. Like, it's no big deal. I felt like I was in that South Park episode. And, of course, then I had to call my mom up, and I tell her about it, and she's dying laughing because she knew someone would do that. Like, she knew one day I'd probably find a fan or someone online that knows about my channel that would just troll me enough to do something like that. So she was laughing pretty hard about it. And after that, I pretty much just took the note off the roses and gave them to my friend so he could take them home to his girlfriend. Because, like, I don't really need roses. Like, I don't need them. And that was pretty much where it ended. That was the last thing the guy did. I did get a couple more pizzas ordered to my house like a few months later, but I don't think it was the same person. But yeah, definitely the most like trolling, clever hacker I've ever had an experience with. If you guys enjoyed this story, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace.